Hello, I am back after 3 years of dormancy. This is Crazy Copter coming to you live once more after all these years. And yes, I am alive again. To quote Altered Beast, rise from your grave that I have. And I've changed the broadcast display. Like, the gaming screen's gonna be a little bit smaller, but you'll see the schedule for what I have planned going forward, and the chat's gonna appear now too, so I don't have to second guess what people were saying in the comments when I have to go back and like add highlight reels. But yes, I have returned, and to kick off my resurrection, I am going to be marathoning, in a sense, two series on Saturday and Monday. Today, I'm going to be starting my endeavor to play 20 mainline games in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. A series that I've been familiar with since at least 2000 and like the 2000s of like Sonic Adventure and whatnot. But like I think this is gonna be every single mainline entry, not the spin-offs. Well, one exception because it's relevant. But I'm gonna be like starting all the way from the very first Sonic the Hedgehog via the Origins collection because that's just super convenient. And then I'm gonna make my way all the way up to technically Sonic X Shadow Generations, but I'm gonna do it in chronological order, so it's gonna end with like Sonic's like a release date, I should say, not chronological. It's gonna end with Sonic Superstars, I believe. Since I'm probably gonna be doing Sonic X Shadow Generations in the midst of all of this, like literally, it's gonna be like the 10th game or so I try. Yes, thank you. Thanks for the monkeys, Croton Docs, and yeah, way back when you were Cyclone. Yeah, this is kind of a. And on Mondays, I'm going to be going into my favorite point and click series, like the Monkey Island series. All six entries of that, but it's gonna, like, starting with the original Secret of Monkey Island, then the Chuck's Revenge, Curse, Escape, Tails, and Return. And after that, who knows? There's plenty of avenues that can go down, but, like, for now, I'm just gonna be, like, doing these two franchises I like so much, so let's go ahead and get started with, Sonic 1, technically. How's it been the past few years? Okay, more or less. I'm not gonna go into too much detail as to why I've been absent, but I'll. Yes. Yes, it was 3 years ago. I'll just say that what started the whole situation is that the hard drive I've been using to like save my VODs of these streams broke down. Like it just completely crapped out. So, and I've been having to like basically juggle space. Like I still have an external drive and my computer drive, but like the drive I've been using to save the VODs, which take up a huge chunk as is, just kind of stopped working, and I don't know. I panicked and then I just kind of went dormant. There's other reasons too, but that's like the only one I feel like talking about. And I still have I still don't have enough space. It's gonna be a bit of a hassle trying to save these VODs. And I know that's not like my big drawing. That's not like my big draw in regards to like. Again, people know me more as the mashup guy from yeah, people know me more as being like the mashup guy on YouTube. But whoops. Anyways, let's just cut to the chase and let's get into the games. Yeah, it's just gonna start from scratch, and yeah, doesn't matter. Let's. No, we're not. This is the very end. This is not the. Currently moving large cabinets, so we'll be looking okay. Again, I do appreciate the like. I hope this new layout's better in the long term. Like, basic, I might, like, adjust it, but it's like... Again, I kind of feel like there's something nice about having, like, the comments pop up on the stream itself. So, okay. Let me actually pay attention. Okay. It's weird, because I'm using a Switch controller, but my computer thinks it's an Xbox controller, so I'm gonna be... Okay, there we go. Straight from the beginning this time. I just know too that I will be using like some mods for these games, like particularly like the Origins Collection and the Sonic Adventure games. But most of these are going to be like cosmetic mods. I'm not gonna like these aren't gonna like overhaul the games or anything. And yep, Eggman's kidnapping animals, and Sonic's gonna go and stop him. Same as it ever was, and alright. Now we're in Green Hill Zone. I don't know, and yeah. It's kind of a mixed bag, this collection, because again, you get like features like having more characters playable in the other games, like Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. And you get stuff like the drop dash and the spin dash and so on and so forth, but it is kind of a bit of a buggy mess, and there's some changes I don't like, even though I can't understand the reasoning for them, but... Oh, and here I am with Sonic 1, which nowadays seems to be considered like a not very good game in retrospect, because it's kind of logical. Most video game sequels tend to improve the controls, if nothing else, but... And there's like the whole thing about the... Yeah, and it's already over as is. It's like barely a minute in. Sonic has past Act 1. And here we are going into the special stage. Am I gonna... Never been a fan of the Sonic 1 special stages. Whoop! Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna wind up, like, I got a pathway, but I'm gonna wind up botching it and go straight into the exit, aren't I? Alright, come on. Shouldn't be this, complex. Okay, there. Got the first Chaos Emerald. Also, they added in the 7th stage and the ability to turn Supersonic, but you can only access that by, like, debug. For some reason, like, you can't access it for normal means, which, whatever. Right. And oh yes, Green Hill. Can't wait to get, like, sick of this. Like, halfway through the games. Okay, it wasn't like the super reoccurring until like Generations though. There's Green Hill like levels in multiple games, but alright. Sorry if I'm kind of a bit quiet right now, but it's kind of like don't have much to say. Like, everybody knows Sonic, like, everybody knows Green Hill Zone specifically, and... Whoa! Oh no, oh no! Just made it. I'm also not gonna, like, go 100% on any of these. I will try to get, like, the Chaos Emeralds in, like, the 2D games, wherever possible, but, like, I'm not... It would be too much to just, like, go, like, get all the emblems in the later games. And yeah, like, I'd be on, like, Sonic 2 for God knows how long. Like, Sonic Adventure 2, I should say. Maybe Sonic 2, considering, like... Alright. And I just made things faster. Joy! Okay, there we go. Gone to the room. Now let's just break the gems to get the Emerald End. Okay. And I have played most of these games before. I think the only thing I haven't actually sat down and tried out yet is Shadow generations. Like, the Sonic side, yes, but the new Shadow content, no. That's gonna be a new experience. But otherwise, I played for most of these games before. I've beaten all of them to some extent. And, that's kind of an interesting... It's been an interesting experience, like... I clearly like some games more than others, and I don't know. Alright. Act 3, which in Sonic 1 is the boss stage, and just don't need to worry about... I don't know. Having stuff like the spin dash add here really does feel kind of neat. So, same with the drop dash, too. That's kind of like... Kind of makes the game a bit more fun. I can attest to that. Alright. There we go. Kind of like half focused on like looking at stats and then just playing the game. It's level 1, so it's very basic and... Right. And they kind of slightly adjusted, like, can't hit him now, like you could get some pot shots in the original Genesis game. And they've also increased the size of the stage to accommodate the widescreen aspect ratio, and... Alright, got it. I'm probably gonna die to the first boss. Lovely. Alright, there we go. Oh no. And yeah, pretty basic. I think the first boss in Sonic 2 was much easier. Now all of, like... First stage Eggman boss fights tend to be a joke in general, but, like, I think... Sadly enough, I think this is, like, probably the toughest he gets in the Genesis era games. Maybe I'm wrong, but, again... Here we go, we're at Marble Zone. Where the game suddenly becomes less about going at super high speeds and just basically navigating through big maze-like structures. Love the music though, and I do kind of like the design of the level itself, like the aesthetic. These big marble ruins. And magma. Alright. I don't know. I'm kind of an outlier on many a thing, in general, but one of those things I guess I'm an outlier on is basically, I don't know, maybe I'm more I can tolerate these slow-moving platformy segments of Sonic 1 better than others, but maybe it's just me. I'm not going to say that Sonic 1's my favorite Sonic game, I'm not that contrarian. But, alright. I don't know. Also, instead of streaming for 3 hours like I did before, I'm probably going to be streaming for like 2. I don't know. I always kind of felt like I got a little winded after, like, not necessarily from talking, but I just kind of felt like I got exhausted somewhat from just playing something like this, like these for like 3 hours straight. And I'm only going to be doing 2 days currently instead of 3. That can change. Maybe if I feel more comfortable coming back into the streaming scene, I might do 3 again. Though, currently not right now, and whoop. And there we go. And yeah, this Origins makes it so you could just use coins to retry the stages again. Beforehand, it's like you got kicked out, but again, and I've accumulated like a ton of coins, which means theoretically, if I wanted to, I could just keep going at this over and over again until I get the Chaos Emerald, but I don't know. Should I do this, or should I, just... Try... Can't go old school and just, stop, don't do this until, like... Just say no, and then just... Only give myself, like, one shot each time I go into a special stage going forward. That's the question right now. And honestly, I have no clue. It's like... That's the question of our time now. Should I just keep grinding at the special stages? Because I'm not going for 100%, and I would like to get as much of the Chaos Emeralds and Time Stones, etc., as possible, but... If not, too bad, so sad, but... I'm gonna... Whoops! Okay. I was gonna click no, but again, I'm getting confused because I'm using a Switch controller and it's giving me Xbox prompts, so... I'll just, for now, I'll just kind of, try to test it as this. I need to get, like, 4 more anyways, so... I know the sequels are gonna give me plenty of opportunities to, like, get... to the special stages. It's the first game that's gonna be the most, taxing in that regard. I'm doing a bad job of holding onto the rings than I thought I would, actually. It's not like I play Sonic 1 too much, but I kind of feel like I'm on autopilot to an extent. Like, I'm just looking around my room, my computer, kind of like half aware of like what I'm doing in this game. And again, I don't really play. Like, I've played these games like a good handful of times, but like the 2D Sonic games, aside from like, yeah, I don't really play the 2D games all that often. I think maybe I like playing SA1 and SA2 a bit. Like, I wouldn't say I like playing SA2 per se, but I don't know. Oop, there go my rings. Ah, caterpillars. Alright. I should get that shield, just in case. Maybe I can get more rings and then get back to who I am. But yeah, instead of like running super fast, I'm just like taking a slow cruise down a path of lava to get to the other side, and I just blew it. Oh, am I just gonna have to go back and forth? Maybe I should be paying more attention to this. Sorry about, like, I would say scatting along to the music. Can't really call it humming as, like, whistling. But I'm not Scatman John, but... Yeah, no, not doing that. Alright. Okay, what am I looking at? Feels like I'm looking at nothing. Probably not gonna get to the special stage this time. Kind of what I get for being a bit clumsy. Oh, maybe... Oh no, maybe I still can. Just gotta not let myself get hit by the... Okay, I only know, like, the names of, like, a handful of, like, badniks from, like, the Genesis games. Like, the only series I'm super familiar with any enemy would be, like, the Donkey Kong Country games. You can show me an enemy from any of the games, and I can probably name every single one of them. Like, critters, claptraps, clumps, crushers, neckies, armies, mini neckies, rocks, naughties, dumb drums. Okay, like, maybe I can't remember all off the top of my head, but if like, you showed me the enemy, I could tell you what the enemy is called. At the very least I could do that, but yeah, my actual knowledge of like the Sonic 1 enemies is kind of nil. Okay, let's try this again. It's gonna be kind of fun going from like platformers to point and clicks, like at the beginning and end of each week, so to speak, for a while. Kind of what the philosophy of like, okay, so you got like birds and fish appearing in the background. I don't know, everything about like Sonic 1's design philosophy kind of seems very abstract. Like, okay, who's gonna be the main mascot for our new game? Okay, it's gonna be Theodore Roosevelt in pajamas, that's it. Okay, that's probably a bit too far, we'll make him a villain, but like, okay, let's make him a rabbit. Oh no, let's make him a hedgehog that can go fast for some reason. That's just random traits again. I don't know. Wouldn't ever call, like, it's kind of absurd to like think the cartoon world, so of course it's not, you wouldn't expect anything to be realistic, but it's kind of like, whoops. Okay. But yep, I'm gonna just stop. If I don't get Supersonic, I'm not gonna be too broken up about it. Well, I can't get Supersonic in Sonic 1. At least not normally. Did well enough to get more coins, which I could technically use, but I'll just abstain until further notice. Here we are in Marble Zone Act 3. Now I'll sing along fully to the medley. Here we are in Marble Zone again, and here we go, and Sonic's going by. I can't think of lyrics right now. I'm sorry if I'm like tormenting like anyone who's watching this with like terrible singing. Can't wait patiently for this Caterpillar to like get across. Alright. Just gonna make Sonic dance to the music because got nothing else going on right now. Alright. Okay. Don't really need to collect too many rings here, just have at least a handful for the boss fight, since this is Act 3, and it would be kind of funny if they actually made so you could get to like gold rings in Act 3 in this version of the game, but that would be a bit too much, I guess. Again, it's like, I have a couple more shots of getting the all 6 emeralds, so whoops, and that's what I get for trying to like jump over the Caterpillar. Okay, what enemies do I recognize from Sonic 1? Okay, metal bugs, buzz bombers, crab meat, caterpillars. That's about it. Like, I don't know the names of the other enemies, the other badniks off the top of my head. Alright. I've always questioned the need of a point system in like non-arcade titles. Like, you get out the live system, you can say what you want about that, but it's like you kept the point system in. Which, I guess you get more lives from that, but okay. Can I just... That worked! Couldn't do that in the original game, but it works here. Yay! Come on, those bats! Everything was a lot more simplistic in this one. It was just a hedgehog going after a big fat guy with no weird homages to like Dragon Ball or Star Wars, which happened like immediately with the next game, but I'm just gonna like make Sonic crouch in time with the music because okay. Okay, I'm not like too perturbed like with Marble Zone, but again, maybe I'm just a weirdo like that. Because I'm not contrarian because I want to be contrarian. It's just like I do kind of appreciate certain things more than other people. That's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It's just like that's just my opinion. Again, I have a bunch of other hot takes, but I'll just save those for, I guess, when they're relevant or when somebody wants to ask. Why did I do that? Alright, this is just him, like, dumping fire onto the... Alright. Again, very basic of him. Just going back and forth and just doing the one attack over and over again, hoping that something happens. Fortunately for Eggman, he happens to be going up against the worst Sonic player out there. Okay, I wouldn't call myself worse, but not very good. That's probably a better way of putting it. Time bonuses are kind of a joke, I guess, too. Yay! Spring Yard Zone! Like the music here. I remember like this really cool, funky version, like somebody made a remix of Spring Yard that was like up on YouTube. It's like very old, it's like been up there for like decades now, and I don't know, I just always liked that. I also remember like somebody made like a YouTube poop of it with like The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Robotnik, and cannot find that for the life of me. It's like, all I remember is like, I'll sped up now, I was gonna like try to paraphrase it in terms of the music, but like, it's like scratching ground, okay, maybe I can right now. It's like, scratch and grounder, where's my mama? Scratch and grounder, I love you. Something like that. It's like, I don't know. I really wish I could find that again, but I can't. I can find the remix that it used, but I can't find the, like, actual YouTube poop thing of that. Oh well. It's like... I like this track. I kind of like... This is kind of like one of the prototypical, like, pinball-type stages. It's not quite pinball, but it's got that aesthetic that the... Kind of got, like, a proto-aesthetic to, like, how the pinball stages would kind of be designed in subsequent games. I'm going back just so I can try to get more rings, more than anything else. CPU. I don't know, the more I think about the more abstract... Yeah, on, app. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more abstract Sonic 1 as a whole kind of feels. It's like, again, cartoon world, but it just seems like this game more than anyone is like, okay, what kind of weird stuff can we throw in there? Okay, like fast blue hedgehog, weird level of like flashy neon lights and random words, like CPU. Maybe this is a computer world. And there's like the scrapped human girlfriend, Madonna. Just feels like a very like, I don't know, very experimental, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like, whereas it feels like every game that came after kind of feels, I wouldn't say grounded, but kind of feels like they try to have some sort of rhyme or reason to them. This game just seems like, oh, it's whatever. Alright, what was over here? Is there gonna be like another one-up? Oh, it's the end of the stage and I didn't get enough rings. Suddenly I'm not feeling so good about getting the rest of the Chaos Emeralds, but we'll see. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got like 7 more stages left to get. So I got 3 more shots before it becomes kind of a issue. Alright. Just... Ouch. Just slightly touch that, snail thingy. Which, again, I'm not familiar with, like, the badniks names in general. not like a super huge Sonic fan. A fan of Sonic, mind you, yes, but I'm not like, again, it's not like I know the names outside of like the Green Hill enemies for the most part. Even then, just like only like 2 or 3. Okay, I'm kind of like, again, I'm getting like back into the groove of things. Like, okay, Sonic 1's not really that bad a game. Again, I wouldn't call it like my absolute favorite game of all time, but it's like, this is not like, this is still a fun playable game. But again, it's like, I'm playing a somewhat modded, like, no gameplay mods as far as I'm aware. It's gonna be mostly music based. I think I'm only gonna like install like gameplay based mods if it means the game's not crashing anything, which don't think I've ever had this crash on me, regardless. So good. Oh, lovely. Just talking about how I was having issues and then I just kind of like walked up the side. It could be worse. It could be the Game Boy Advance port of the mobile phone version of Sonic 1. Seems very scatterbrained. Gonna want to be playing the PC versions of most games too, as we go along, with some exceptions here and there. For example, I think from Heroes to up to Colors, I think is going to be all played on like actual. Like I'm gonna be playing off like the Wii and the 360 for those, like, because otherwise, like, not I don't know. Tried running some of these like off of emulation and such, and not very ideal ways to. Probably at the end again, yeah. Not ideal ways to play the games though that way, at least not with my setup. I guess I could cheat and use Patrick 06 for 2006, but nah, I'm gonna play the original crusty, buggy mess that is the original game. Again, I think I have a lot to say about 06, but that can wait until we get there. We're at Sonic 1 right now. And again, it's like... Okay. I need to train my voice better. Like, sometimes I can probably be on key, a lot of the times I'm not. And you guys are not here for my wonderful singing voice. You're here to see me fail at playing a over 50-year-old platformer from the 90s. I just got this Switch controller too, and it is great. It is amazing because the one I used like a long time ago, sadly, kind of broke down, stopped functioning, stopped being read by my consoles in my computer, so I had to get a new one, and it was a bit of a hectic experience, because, okay, so I had the option of, like, going for a standard black controller, which, okay, fine, whatever, but then it, wouldn't come here until, like, 2 months from now, and it's like, nah, I'm not gonna wait that long, especially since I wanted to get back into the streaming scene, and then... So I switched for a more expensive Super Mario-themed controller, which is like, okay, I'll pay a little extra just so I can have control to use. And then it was supposed to like, come like the same day I ordered it too. But the person that tried to deliver it, delivered to the wrong address, and like, they basically told me that they dropped it off, and I was like, what? I didn't see it anywhere, and thanks to like the weird-ass policies that Amazon has, couldn't complain about it until like a week or so had passed. That didn't have to happen though, because a few days later, the people that got my package actually came by and gave it back to me, which that was very fortunate. I think it's the same. Like I've had this issue happen before too, for different, like long ago for another thing. Like I remember, like I actually imported one of the Japanese-only Ape Escape titles, Million Monkeys, and that got delivered to the wrong address, and for whatever reason, the people who picked that up, for different people, I believe, they, oh my god, they didn't want to give the package up initially at first. They were, like, being very, hostile about it for some reason. Like, maybe they thought I was going to terrorize them or attack them. Like, no, it's just, like, honestly, I don't know what an elderly couple would do with a Japanese game about, cartoony monkeys. Like, that's kind of the last people you would expect to be into that sort of thing. But no, they were, like, I don't know. Common issue, but they just kind of, I keep getting packages delivered to the wrong address, but so far, I've been able to, like, at least get them back, so... There was no, like, drama this time, at least not from the people who got the package, but it seems like it was, like, a different person compared to before, so... Alright. Alright, come on, drop down. There we go. Let's pick open the capsule and let's get out of Spinning Yard Zone for now. Probably gonna start Sonic CD after this to like the way things are going. Yeah, like yeah, I think it's gonna be Sonic 2 onwards where we might get like one game per stream, and then it's gonna like be like one game per like 3 or 4 streams depending on like how fast. Like I don't want to skip the cutscenes for like rare games. Like. Not because I just, maybe I don't know, maybe I want to riff on them, perhaps? See the weird technical marvels. And here we are with our first water level. Labyrinth Zone. Okay, the one level nobody likes. For good reason. I don't know if this is like an oversight or a bug, but like, I think, like, using the drop dash in this version of the game makes it so that you can just, in water, you just go super fast regardless. Like, it kind of ignores the water physics briefly to, like, don't know if I'll get a chance to show it off with this stage, but, like, maybe the later games, yeah. Drop Dash is such a nice feature, and, like, Plan as far back as apparently Sonic 3, but it didn't get utilized until Mania. Which, I'm gonna be... Whoa! Oh, I died. I am gonna be playing Mania, too, but that's gonna be not be until a while. When we get to, like... I know the names of these dudes. They're called Burrobots, I believe. At least that's the English name for them. Maybe that's not the Japanese name. Because I think some of the names were changed in localization, but... And again, I don't know, like, yeah, these are like the Burrobots, and then they get replaced in Sonic 2 for Grounders, which... Lovely. I'm more familiar with them, but that's largely because of, like, the Adventures cartoon. The singular grounder, which... Okay, the music's pretty good. You can't... Like... At least in... That's usually the general one good thing quality you can find with any Sonic game, is that the music's gonna be a banger. Though I've heard contradicting things about, like... I did again! I'm like, I need to actually look at the screen. Like, again, I just have, like, a short attention span. It's like, do I want to talk, or do I want to... Like, I can talk and watch at the same time, but it's like... Because, again, I'm just constantly holding out that maybe the chat will change. Again, I do something I do think is an improvement, regardless. Like, I do like having the chat show up in the stream itself, so it's like... Because again, when I look back at my old 2021 streams, it's like, oh, what was I replying to? Like, what did they say? Because I was kind of like mumbling some of the chat text. I might still be doing that, but again, at least you have it on the screen. Like, if you're looking at a future VOD of this, it's like, yeah, that's what they said, and that's how I responded to them. I'm also probably going to, like, not immediately, but I think in the future when I re-upload these VODs, it's going to be on a separate channel from my main one. Because I want to maybe, not so much rebrand, but kind of restructure my channel for 2 things. Basically, my mashups, which I may or may not still do. And I'm also going to be doing, like, bigger projects, too. Like, I have 2 videos planned currently that, are going to be about, like, stuff I kind of think, it's either obscure or it's, like, stuff I'm really invested in that I don't think it's a lot of coverage. At least not in depth as I've, like, seen on YouTube and such. I'm having a Sprite, like, look over one of my scripts for one of them to see, maybe, like, do some corrections, and, spoiler, I'm just not very good at grammar, it seems. Like, I keep, like, writing "it's" as a possessive term, and it's like... But no, it's kind of helping me along, and it's like... probably not gonna do it for the other video, though. Not because, like, Sprite's doing a bad job or anything. No, that's not it. It's just basically... The cost structured differently, but it's because it's, like... It's 2 different subjects. Like, I'm talking about in depth about a video game and details about that, for one. And the other is, like, I'm looking at a goofy comic book based off a goofy 90s cartoon show based off video games. You probably... It's made by Deke, I'll just say that much. And that can be being any one of things. It's like, oh, is it the Mario cartoon? Is it the Sonic one? The Captain N one? The Zelda one? It's like... I also think they did one that was, like, based off a bunch of, like, obscure acclaim games, too. Like, Wizards and Warriors and whatnot. Maybe it was, like, a different studio, like... But no, like, Deke was kind of, like, the one that was made, like, those weird late 80s, early 90s cartoons, and... I'm not talking about those. Those have been talked about a lot. I'm talking about, like... Valiant Comics, like, did adaptations of the Deke cartoons of the video games, like Mario and Zelda and Captain and whatnot, that I kind of want to take a look into, and that's going to be, like, a bit more comedy-driven. That's also going to be what I'm going to try to go hog wild with some edits, if possible. But we'll see. And again, I might still do mashups again. That seems to be the one thing everybody likes me for, and don't hate doing them, but they're kind of low energy. Like, those are stuff that's something that I think is not too terribly hard to accomplish, at least on my end. The one thing I need to do is to correctly, like, control the master volume of the thing, make it not too loud, like, not peak, not go over the threshold, make sure all the tracks are on equal volume, that sort of thing. Ah, Burlbot got me, and I think that just costed me my entry to the bonus stage, and there we go again. I was about to say, maybe I could go for it, but nope. I'm not too broken up about not getting all the... Okay, more Burlbots, fine. Again, I'm not too broken up about not getting all the Chaos Emeralds, but again, I still have chances. A lot of times, it's just probably not a good stage to try to go for it. But, alright. There we go, we passed Act 1. Act 1, I thought... Again, I am kind of scatterbrained right now. I thought I'd gotten Act 2. Oh... Maybe that's just how monotonous Lapislum really is. Ah! I just keep bumping into spikes everywhere. Was this the... Well, oh, what was... Oh. Okay. The kind of invincibility is kind of useless in this situation. Like... I need oxygen more than I need... I need oxygen more. Okay, it looks well against those guys. Okay. But yeah, 20 games, and that's probably going to be what I'm doing all year round, at least on Saturdays, because, like, again, 20 Sonic games, and I'm probably not going to beat any of them within, like, again, I might get far enough to get into, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to start Sonic CD by the time the stream ends at the very least. Don't know if I'll beat Sonic CD, but I'm probably going to be at that game. And Sonic CD, funny enough, is probably the one... I wouldn't say it's my favorite of this era of Sonic, but it's probably the one I, funny enough, probably played the most of the bunch. I think it's largely in part because of the 2001... or 2011, like, remaster. Okay, need to hit a switch somewhere. think the switch was over here. What? Where is the switch? Where do I go? Is it down there? There it is. Or not. The spring, is it up here? Okay. I am a real dum-dum, aren't I? Okay. Okay, nothing down here but a bunch of, spikes and bubbles. Okay. Oh, I think now I remember. I think I know. It's gonna be hidden behind the one ring box, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. How did I not realize that? Okay, I wanna get this. That would help a little bit. So I don't get hit by spikes and lose rings, or robots, or whatever's gonna get me. It's gonna... maybe those spears. Or that thing. Okay, I'm gonna brave it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, come on. I can just duck this until he's done throwing all the spikes, which I think he is. Okay, there we go. Alright. Gonna for 1-up. Got, well, coins, I guess. 1-ups don't exist in this version. Do you think it's kind of unfortunate that instead of, like, letting you play the original, like, Mega Drive, Genesis ROMs of the games, it just basically changes the aspect ratio of the Origins versions and that's it? Which I think is kind of poor. Like, why can't we play the original versions of the games? And if it's because of the music situation of Sonic 3, then just change the music. It's not that hard to, like, people mod the game all the time to change stuff like that. It shouldn't be too hard for Sonic Team or Sega or whoever picked, like, Headcanon. But then again, Headcanon seems like they were kind of forced into a terrible situation with putting this together, so I'm not gonna hold it against them. Okay, let's see if we can get like at least one more Chaos Emerald if nothing else. Probably can, but I want... Okay. Overlook Staff had a harsh deadline, that's the reason, yeah. They had the benefit of, like, using the mobile phone versions of, like, most of the games to kind of cut corners, but then they had to put together Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and yeah, that was kind of a doozy. Also, good to see you here, Sprites. I'm gonna wind up getting into the exit again, aren't I? I don't know how to call goals when they're the last thing you want to go into in these stages. Okay, yeah, I'm just... And for some reason, like, this particular type of special stage is something they kind of bring back a lot in the 2D games. Like, it's a bonus stage that's unrelated to Chaos Emeralds and 3 and Knuckles. And then I think it becomes as a stage you go into with, like, the checkpoints and Sonic Superstars. Okay, wait, did I miss... Wait, I'm a little confused with the layout. Did I miss an emerald somehow? So, instead of keeping me on the same stage, it just jumps me to the next one? Is that what's going on, or...? Okay, at least I got one more emerald, if nothing else. Okay, this is the one with the looping, pathway. There we go. And then, whoops. Well, I can get down on my next go, can't I? Okay. Alright. Let's grab things. Let's hit the switch. Let's lose the shield. Here we go. Alright. Want some bubbles? Just give me those bubbles. Is anything down here? I might just, okay. Goes these guys. Alright. Get past the robots and the penguins that somehow can survive underwater. That was another set piece, Sonic grabbing onto poles and fast currents of water. Up! Come on. Seeing the first game again reminds me of how odd the entire franchise is. What do you mean like 30 years later he's having DBZ fights with giant robots? He's having DBZ fights as early as Sonic 3 and Knuckles, if I'm being honest. But yeah, again, I said earlier that the... Like, Sonic 1 kind of feels very abstract. Like, from a design sense anyways, it's like... Like, I don't know, again, it's like... Things just happen here because they happen. Like, again, yeah, the DBZ fights with giant robots are weird too, but it's like, oh yeah, those are like ancient robots put there by an ancient race of creatures that just happen to devolve into the little cute pets you can raise in the adventure games. The cute little chow. Also, sorry, I'm gonna, like, if you care about spoilers, I'm probably gonna be unfiltered in that regard, but I'm going to assume that anybody who's watching these have played the games that I'm going through, so... At worst, it's like, I won't say anything about, like, Shadow Generations, but, like, the other games, I'm not gonna hold my voice. I'm not gonna be silent on those. But yeah, it's like... Again, it feels like there's some rhyme and reason even in Sonic's World and later games, but here it's just like... Okay... Cope. Like, cope in the... Okay. This isn't really so much a boss fight as it is an obstacle course. But I don't know. Some later games are gonna have like weird definitions of what boss fights are, because like, oh yeah, there's enemy gauntlets and heroes, those are boss fights. Alright. If I'm really cool, I will get through this without well, not. Not without getting hit, but like not getting stuck in the water, and still, I got pretty far anyways. Which has been for like 2 years, yeah. I'm also a weirdo who's been trained to like, I knew next to nothing about Kingdom Hearts 2 when it came out like in 2006 or so, and then didn't know anything about it for like a decade until I got played on like the PS3 collection. When I put my mind to it, I can be dedicated to avoiding spoilers for long periods of time. And in fact, I was gonna hold off on like, playing Frontiers until the stream, so I didn't like look up anything related to it. But again, I was at a period where like I wasn't streaming, so I was like eventually I bit the bullet and I did play the game. But I knew next to nothing about it except for the one character stage is like Eggman's AI daughter, and that's about it. Like I knew like nothing about like the plot or what to expect or the weird stuff with the moon. The end. It's basically the moon because that's just basically how things roll. Giant purple moon thing. But yeah, like, again, I kind of have to question, like, the level, like, not the level, like, the design of, like, places like, this is South Island, I believe. So, what is, like, the whole, like, what is Starlight Zone? It looks like a bunch of, like, buildings in the midst of construction work? I don't know. Like, nobody really asks how all the, like, level layout of, like, the old Sonic games work for the most part. They just kind of seem to be there. That could be said for a lot of, like, 2D platformers, but with Sonic being, like, super, like, into lore now, it's like, how does this all make sense? Like, who made all of this? Is this all can't just be Eggman. There have to be other people besides, like, Sonic and the Small Animals doing all of this, right? I want to go back and get those rings. I really want those rings so badly. Especially since I still want to try to get to the remaining Chaos Emeralds if possible. Alright. I wonder. Okay, not even a drop dash can outpace the fans. I kind of feel like people sleep on Starlight Zone. I feel like this is kind of like the second best level in the game besides Green Hill Zone. I don't know, it's like... I like it. For the most part, except for the one weird bomb enemies, which... Okay. I'm gonna be one ring short, aren't I? Yep! One ring short. And if memory serves right, I only have 3 more shots at getting to the special stages, so... I gotta make it count. I gotta, like, actually... Whee! Is there a way to take these guys out without, like, getting hit by them? Because I don't know if there's or not. Like, without, like, like, invincibility. And, oh yeah, these guys! I hate these guys. Little bombings that you can't kill on your lone sim, and you have to let them blow up and avoid the explosions. And they come back with a vengeance in CD. That's why I'm glad they didn't reappear. Like, why was that, like, the... There's an amusement park in Angel Island. The Empire's Eggman builds pretty fast. True, it's like... Fair enough point. It's like... Angel Island's even weirder because it's like, at least with the islands in the first 2 games, they have an implied inhabitant. It's like... Who's inhabiting Angel Island outside of, like, Knuckles? That's just the... I don't know. Okay, gotta make, like, a hedgehog, blue hedgehog, and just... speed on out of there. Okay, a nice cachet of rings here. Okay. Okay, can I just have a smooth trip to the end? I can! Alright! So let's see if I can get the Chaos Emerald in the special stages from here on out. So I got this, and I think Scrapbane Zone's the only stage left. Oh my, here we go. Yeah, I think this is the last stage, normally. And because I've been missing some of the emeralds, it's putting me here. Instead of like, okay, almost. There we go. Okay. I got 4, I'm just missing 2 more, and then I'm golden. But I only have too much shots to get them, unless I want to use the coins, which so far I haven't. I'm gonna be that stickler about it. Yeah, no, apart from the bomb enemies, I really like Starlight Zone. I think it's what... Yeah, I think it's like... I think people will, like, sleep on this one in particular. It's like, I think it's... my favorite. Okay, let's grab that and... Dang it! Oh well. I got what I needed, which is, invincibility, and let's see how long that lasts. It's gonna wear as soon as I get back to where I was, isn't it? Not quite. Still kind of wound up being useless in that regard, and... Okay. Somebody get bigger, higher momentum from that, or am I just doing it wrong? Okay, and that was a waste. I should just go downward. It's not like there's anything really huge to get in... Well, that was supposed to take me forward, not backwards, or was it spinning in reverse? Okay. Okay, let's make go upwards. Alright, fine. No, I want to go down. Is there anything down here? More of these guys, but if it means a way forward, then sure. Alright. Okay. Just gotta avoid the little fire exhaust there. Keep running these things. I hate these things. Like, my least favorite Sonic enemy, period. Maybe that will change, but like those guys have always been my least favorite. And again, hi to Squall225566. Welcome to my comeback stream. Like, I've been gone for 3 years, and I'm going back into the streaming biz again. I'm gonna be playing like every single Sonic game, like every mainline Sonic game at the very least. Hope you have a good time. Alright, more rings. Whoops, probably could have gotten more momentum off of that. Oh, you like Sonic? I like Sonic too. Like, again, I'm not a Sonic super fan, but I do love the series as a whole. Good and bad, but... Again, I feel like I appreciate Sonic 1 more than some other people do. But yeah, I'm gonna be like going through every single one of the games. Starting from the first and ending with like, Sonic Superstars, and technically Shadow Generations, but I'm not gonna be... Can I just... There we go. Ouch. Alright, take this. Alright. Okay, and this boss was kind of... Yeah, I remember this boss pretty well, and it's kind of a... Okay. Kind of a tricky one for me to deal with, at the very least. Like, I get it. You gotta, like, either fling the bombs back at him, or... get hit a lot. Like, that's my usual MO. Or use the bombs to spring yourself forward, but... Okay, seem to be doing a good job. Like, okay, here we go. Yeah, just keep doing that. Not the fastest way to deal with him, but it's probably one of the easiest ones. Okay, I was a little bit slow on that one. And there we go. Yeah, I think, like, not with him doing that, but with, like... popping off of the springs and... Okay. Again, probably my least favorite boss, oddly enough, despite liking the stage itself. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Or not. There we go. Whoops! Got that bomb was there. Right! And there we go. I think we just have Scrap Brain left, and then that'll be it for Sonic 1. Yeah, I still have an hour left, so I probably will be starting Sonic City after this, and but I like how short that game is. Like, if I might be able to beat that one too, but I'm not like putting my hopes high up on that one just yet. Here we are, Scrap Brain. Probably one of my least favorite final levels as far as the Sonic game goes. You've been playing Sonic. You've been playing the. So you played the first Sonic game. That's cool. Like, when did you start? Did you like play it on the original Mega Drive or Genesis, or the like one of the collections, like Origins or Mega Gems? Okay, maybe not Gems, but that's cool. That's great. It's like I'm playing the Origins versions, but that's more of a convenience thing rather than any like preference. Nothing wrong with the original versions, personally. But again, I do kind of like the fact that like again, it doesn't take long. You can just like find a mod version of the original to like add in spin dash or anything like. Well, hex like that, kind of neat. But I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think there necessarily is a bad way to play most of these games. Like, Origins might be the worst, but only if it's like not modded or anything, I suppose. Right, whoops. Don't have much else. Why do I keep doing that? I am. Alright, let's just jump up. If I could just jump up from the. Can I just. Yeah, I should have just done it in the first place. Okay. But yeah. Do you have like a personal... Do any of you guys like have a personal favorite Sonic game? I think mine was Colors. Again, I think... There's something about Colors I like, but which, I don't know, people seem to dunk on it nowadays thanks to the bad Ultimate version of the game, but I remember it being my personal favorite, but things change and whoops, guess I'm not getting all the emeralds. That's okay. Yeah, it's a Sonic Adventure 2 battle. That's cool. I'm not gonna judge what anyone's favorite Sonic game is personally, though. Though I think my least favorite, at least is the ones that fought like my least favorite Sonic game that I didn't like really enjoy playing whatsoever was Sonic Forces. Like even like games like Sid Bad, like Sonic 06, there's some charm to them, there's some enjoyment, even if the game itself was kind of poorly put together. But Forces, like it's just, I don't know. That's like the one game I'm not really looking forward to revisiting. But again, that's not going to be for a while. I'm going to be playing like a bunch of other games in the meantime. Okay. Alright. As long as I just kind of find Scrap Vein forgettable, like not the worst level in the game, I think that's Labyrinth Zone, but it's like, I don't know. Never been a huge fan of the fact that like, I don't know. Just kind of feels underwhelming for a final level, perhaps. Maybe it's just me. People like to complain about like 90s games, like old school games being like hard and whatnot, but like this seems perfectly manageable. I wouldn't call it like easy, but it's like I think here's been like super frustrating. Like, this seems like a perfectly fine game. I don't get what people are talking about when they say like 90s platformers are like super difficult for the modern age. Did I just go backwards? Okay, I guess not if it's letting me go through the door like that. Alright. More caterpillars. Alright. How close are we to the... Like, I guess I shouldn't be bothering with the rings at this point, since I'm not gonna get the... Alright! I've passed Act 2. Just gotta go for the last quote-unquote act, and then the final boss, and then that's Sonic 1. And he presses the switch, and I go down into... what it claims to be Scrap Vein Zone Act 3, but it's really Labyrinth Zone Act 4. Whoops, I died. Is this like the developer's like favorite level aesthetically? It's like the devs just like couldn't get enough of like Labyrinth Zone, so it's like let's do it like one more time. I think I just took a shortcut there, which to be honest I prefer doing that because it's like didn't care too much for going through Labyrinth Zone previously. Why should I go through it like a fourth time? All right. Okay. Oh boy. Sit down here and waiting for the bubbles to pop up. And I really like how flexible the joystick on the controller is. I think I had a chance to take a shortcut up there, but whatever. I guess I am gonna get the whole Scrap Vein Labyrinth experience. Ouch! It drew me towards it! Okay, am I gonna get out in time, or am I gonna drown? I'm gonna drown. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, let's try this again. This time with feeling. Alright. Let's just wait here and try to get to the bubbles, and there we go. Okay, let's try not to, there we go. Alright. 10 more to go. 10 more of what? I don't know. Maybe 10 more minutes? Pace I'm taking it, but maybe it's probably gonna be just about that, maybe a bit longer, and whoops. Okay, there we go. Let's get out of here. The final zone. Whoops. Maybe I'm wrong, but is this... I don't know. Is it a little bigger here compared to the original game? I might just misremembering things. Like, I don't remember it being this spacious in the original Mega Drive version of the game. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, basic fight. Just avoid the sparks, don't get crushed, and then smack Eggman in the right container. Alright. Yeah, this is a pretty basic final boss. Like, again, this is Sonic 1, everything's gonna be a bit more basic compared to later games, but... Alright. Probably like 2 more hits and then he's down. Alright. Let's see. Please don't get smacked. Whoop! Dang it. Probably could have gone him that time, but I just was a little worried. Dang it, I kind of need to focus. I gotta actually hit him, not just, Okay, there we go. I think it's the same size, it's just, you know, we don't see much of the screen at once. You might be right about that. I don't know. There we go. He's down and out. And Sonic just, yeah, he's just gonna run across, do a pose, and then that's the end of the game. That was a pleasant experience. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure most of the sequels are gonna be better, but it's not like Sonic 1 is a inherently bad game. But of course, I could just be saying that because, yeah, I can use the drop dash and the spin dash, which I couldn't in the original game. That much is clear. Okay, yes! Yasin before it was a thing in the late 2010s, early 2020s. Program, you too. Again, why does it say cope on the Spring Yacht Zone? I don't know. In some ways, big as land. I kinda miss those days when the developers had weird, goofy nicknames for themselves. Though nowadays it's easier to just like use the actual name. I think it was a complicated issue at the time. Like getting credit for your working games was always kind of an uphill battle back in the day. It wasn't until like somebody snuck the name into like the Atari Game Adventure that it started to become an actual thing in games. That's true, because some people, yeah, it was like, I remember like how like the Pac-Man World remake didn't want to credit the original staff of the game, and they had to add it in the patch after a bit of uproar. It's like, yeah, you need to credit the and yeah, it's just, you should credit the original staff if possible, and credit the new team too. Did the porting team get credited for this? And try again. Yeah, no thank you, I'm not gonna go for Sonic 1 again just for the Chaos Emeralds. Unless I want to make the public a New Year's resolution thing where, like, probably contemplate like going back through some of the older games and like getting stuff I missed, like the gold gems and mischief makers and so on and so forth. But yep. Yeah, let's just pretend that Sonic got the gem Chaos Emeralds anyway. And then they head off elsewhere. And then there's the 7th one. Where was it during the events of Sonic 1? Why did it just only now show up? It doesn't matter. Onwards to Sonic CD, because I'm doing the weird story mode of this. So according to this cutscene, the little Eggman carving on the rock was just always there, or something? Was Eggman already there, or is that just a natural formation that just coincidentally looked like his mug? And here's the tarot card thing, which is now like Amy's big character trait after being ignored since CD. Now let's go back 30 years or so to, like, this. I love this intro, like, lovely animation, lovely music. Hey, say don't be late. 7-7 destination heaven. 6-5 to stay alive. 4-3 is you and me. 2-1 stay fun safe. Bust off. Yeah, this is great. I'm kind of surprised, like, they had to compress this, like, severely for, like, the Mega CD. And it wasn't, like, until, like, PC ports and, like, collections later on that they actually had, like, the full uncompressed video available. Yeah, you've told me as much, Sprite. Don't know if I agree with you on that notion, but the music's a banger for the most part, like, especially the Japanese soundtrack. Sonic Warrior, Sonic Warrior, forever in your mind. Nothing can survive the way you stay alive. It's just you try. You can do anything. Sonic Warrior, always take a chance. Sonic Warrior, dance. Nothing can survive the way you stay alive. 'Cause if you try, you can do anything. I see, it looks pretty good for Genesis. Like, no, the FMV doesn't look bad for, like, the Mega CD quality. It's just, like, they couldn't show, like, the entirety of the FMV because of the compression and whatnot. And, again, despite my feelings on the game, this is probably the one Sonic game I've played the most of, like, any of the Genesis-era titles. And considering, like, how much time I have left, who knows, I might actually be able to beat Sonic CD later today. Oh, during the stream, later tonight. I don't know. But it's only if I put myself to it. There we go. Back to the past. Gotta get back to the past, semi-Jack. If I go, like, past and future signs in Semi-Jack's world, then maybe you could have gone back earlier than you did. I think this is the only game I can go. There's like 2 ways to get the best ending, like getting all the time stones and then like finding all the little machinery and breaking it. I'll do both. That's a nice little failsafe of sorts in case I miss one or the other. But again, if I would just like rush straight for the entrance, it'd be like this level would be over in like a minute or so. I don't think it's until like the Metallic Madness, like the very last level of Metallic Madness where you actually have to navigate your way through the level, because otherwise it's just kind of like a walk to the park. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some more rings, because again, I want to have the special state, like I want to have like some backup in case things go south. But like I said, once I get all of the time stones, then I don't have to go and break all those devices. Those cows that Sega Sonic Team need to be released, Knuckles Chaotix. If nothing else, it should be done for preservation and make it easier to explain. I think Knuckles Chaotix is probably one of the weakest of that era of Sonic games, but at the same time, it's like it needs to be. It's got good music, and I think it needs to be again. People need to have easy access to it. Because yeah, it's a very hard game for me to get into, but it's like... What was the last time they re-released Knuckles Chaotix? Like, was it on, like, the Game Tab thing? which nowadays I only really remember for like Sam & Max and Space Goes Coast to Coast. If that's as weird as that sounds. I think it's Space Pop, but it's a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm liking the special stages of Knuckles Chaotix, if nothing else. Yes, it was Game Tap. Again, I mostly know Game Tap nowadays for like being Sam & Max and Space Goes Coast to Coast. Alright. Sorry for the... I didn't mean to mute, but I do want to adjust some things accordingly. If it'll let me. Check this out. It is now, it says Sonic CD on there, and I'm going to make it say Sonic CD on the stream now too, because we're on to the next game, and it's like, this is game number 2, so save me the trouble of having to change things for the next stream too, so whoops. Forgot to put that back on there. Hope nothing weird popped up because I put start on the OBS. Alright. Let's get some invisibility too while we're at it. Again, I think the game only really gets meaty if you're like going, like Sonic City gets meaty if you're trying to like look around for like the past and future signs and okay. Enemy calls to Knuckles. I love the special stages. It's the music, and honestly, when you get the hang of it, the bungle mechanic can be pretty fun in co-op. Yeah, it is kind of ahead of its time in doing the co-op mechanic. It's just that, again, depending on which character you have as your partner, you can easily like pick the game too. Like Charmy, yeah, especially like if you get like even like the joke bad picks like Heavy and Bomb. If you know what to do, you can easily kind of like abuse them to your advantage. So who knows? Maybe at one of these days, like maybe one, like not doing this, but maybe at some point I'll give Knuckles Chaotix a shot on stream. Okay, can we get to the pass? There we go. Alright. Okay. Whoops. Well, I may not get the time stone here, but I will, yeah, he's supposed... Yeah, his bombs, explosions, like, are supposed to damage you, but if you know how to use it right, like, again, you could just make him, like, do heavy damage to a lot of enemies. And again, heavy... You can just pick him up and you can basically just, like, bulldoze through stuff, too. Knuckles Chaotix is kind of a bit of a... I don't know, it's a janky game, but it's kind of like... It's... I think, again, I think they should have included, like, a bonus in this, like, as part of this collection. Like, not just the Game Gear ties, but just also put the... I should have put in the Knuckles Chaotix and, like, other some weird stuff. Like, we need, like, some, like, revival of, like, we need a collection that has, like, Sega Sonic and... Okay. Whoops. Another collection that has, like, Sega Sonic, Knuckles Chaotix, Sonic the Fighters... I don't know. Some other cool games, too. Okay. If I'm lucky, I might be able to, like... I'm gonna exit, I know that much. If I'm lucky, I might be able to get, like, just 2 more rings, and then... Cool, on to the next special stage. Okay, just slow down. Okay, slow down. And... There you go. I miss the vocal clips Sonic used to have. But yes, I'm out of here. Okay. Alright. Can I do this? I always kind of like misjudge where the UFOs are in relation to like when I jump. Compared to Sonic 1, yeah, again, I think Sonic CD's an overall easier game compared to Sonic 1, but... Okay. I talk about the stream in general, but I don't know. Yep. I will say right now, I prefer the special stages in CD to the ones in the first game. Like, these are a lot more fun in my opinion if they are a bit... Teleportation, yeah. No, I like the special stages in this game a lot more. So as much as I may not like Sonic CD as a whole, I will say I think it has the best special stages of the Genesis era of games. Yay, we have a good future. That's gonna be pointless. Alright. Don't need any more coins, I'm pretty good on coins. Alright, you wanna see the first boss in any Sonic game? There we go. It's like 5 seconds. Not even long enough to enjoy the awesome boss music. Yep, we made a good feature in Zone 3. And we got another coin because whoop-de-doo. Oh yeah, because I was in the past, I didn't get to see Amy show up. There she is right there, though. Just kind of... There comes Middle Sonic. And they'll be gone for a bit. We'll meet him later, though. Goodness, the soundtrack is so great. Like... It is so 90s, but in all the right places. And... Whoops. It's like, yeah, he is kind of cool. And I guess he's technically the first of many arrival that Sonic would eventually have. I think he is my, like, I don't know. But yeah, no, I think Metal Sonic's kind of a cool villain, and yeah, he's probably the best of like the robot Sonics that were used throughout this period. Like, I think every game from like 2 onward has like a robot Sonic you fight. There was like the weird Mecha Sonic in 2 on the Death Egg. You got Metal Sonic here. You got the one from 3 and Knuckles that can go super, which that's kind of neat. Okay, I need to find a past sign and gotta get back to the past. Alright. No. Oh no. No, I don't want to... I guess that breaks the flow. There we go. Oh, and I think I know a good place to, Maybe... Okay, I blew it. I should have just gone through that. Okay. I didn't blow it. I can just... Okay, here we go. Okay, the past version of this place, Collision Chaos, is no, I don't want to go back to the future. I just got here. Okay. Nope, there we go. Okay, now I feel a lot more comfortable about like moving around. Okay, I see it. I see the thing I need to get to. I'm just gonna... Let's do this. I was hoping I would hit that shot, but okay, I got it. Okay. Now let's see if we can get enough rings and... Is there ever any particular reason to ever check out the futures in any of the stages? Good or bad? Like... I think the only little perk you get is that there's no enemies in the good future, and that's about it. I mean, aesthetically it's kind of neat, but I don't think there was like any real purpose to checking out the future timelines at all. Okay. Yeah, fair point, it is kind of fun. Okay. Oh yeah, this is like the first game to have a super pure out, which that's neat. You go a little bit faster, but at the expense of potentially getting hit by something. But yeah, I'm already at the... Granted, it's been 4 minutes, but I've been looking around for stuff. Sock made a good feature in Zone 1. At this point, I'm probably going to have all the time stones before the stream's over, if nothing else. Okie dokie. Maybe. I'm gonna take my vow of not using the coins to retry. Again, I seem to be having much better luck getting to the special stages here, and... Whoa! Okay, shoot, I overshot that one. I was doing, like, I was on a roll there. Okay. Can I get this one? Nope, I cannot. Let's bounce off the... Oh, you moved? Okay. I can get this, I got this. There we go! Oh, I missed that one. There we go! Yep! That's 3 time stones already! I like these special stages. I don't like the Sonic 1 special stages, but I love these ones. Teleportation, yeah. Alright. I believe there were 6 time stones, like there were 6 Chaos Emeralds in the first game, but okay. Collision Chaos Act 2. Let's just... Alright. Gotta break these weird, frog eggs. That's what they look like to me. What are these things? They're like little bumpers, but I like to think... Again, they look like frog eggs to me, which... Probably a weird comparison, but... I don't know. Probably should stop questioning these games. Okay, found a pass sign. Now I just need to find a good place to, Okay, I can at least, There we go. I think the machine is, like, early on in the stage. We'll see. I'll see, anyways. Like... Like, not at the very beginning, but... Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, these don't look like frog eggs. I don't know what they look like, but they don't have that weird coloring that kind of gave me that vibe earlier. Okay, can I get that? There you go. I don't know, I always feel like for the most part you need to take the top path to get to, like, the machines and such. Maybe not all the time, but it seems like it's... For these earlier levels you need to. Ah! Ah! The moth got me. Do not want to go to the future. Probably gonna wind up doing it anyways. Okay. There it is! Already. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter if I go to the future at this point at all, does it? I can just... Maybe I'll go to the future again, see the good future I made. Alright. Yeah, we might be going already. Let's do it. Let's see how good the future really is. Okay, this is pretty pleasant looking. Wait, wait, wait! Was that, like, the sky upside... Wait. What? There's like a land, a sea upside, like, on the ceiling? What? I never noticed that until now, like, seriously. But then again, I usually don't go to the, like, the good futures. It's like in the other timelines. Yeah, look at that! That is just... that is weird. Wait. Again, I, like, really hang out in the futures period, like, the good future, but it's like... Let's see. Okay. We'll pass an office. Yes, it is! It very much is! Like, it is like, yeah, I keep saying like the Sonic 1 kind of felt weird, but like, yeah, Little Planet is basically, yeah, Sonic CD in general just kind of feels even weirder the more I think about it. Like, normalcy, at least relative normalcy, wasn't a thing until Sonic, like, maybe not even, like, not until like the adventure games perhaps, I don't know. We need to see how abstract looking the later games are. Right. God, Mr. Surreal's absent most montage. I know. Again, I think they stopped being surreal from Sonic 2 onward, but I don't know. Let's give that another shot and see. I think I'm near the end already. Yes, I am. Cool. Made a good future in Zone 2. Oh, I didn't realize that Squad followed earlier, like... I mean, I know he was talking earlier, but I didn't realize he actually, followed me. That's great. It's cool. Don't know if he's still here, but I hope he enjoys the ride. Okay. Let's see if I can keep my luck up with the special stages. Yeah, this is where they start kind of getting a little bit trickier, especially since I keep falling into the... Okay, I'm just gonna keep bouncing off the sides here until I can... Come on! There we go, got that one. Let's go and get... Nope! Don't get in the water, that's bad for you, Sonic. And there we go! That's full time stones. Like, yeah, this is a cakewalk compared to the Sonic 1 stuff. Kind of feels like you put more... It feels like a bit like... I don't know. I am not looking forward to the half-pipe stages in Sonic 2. Blue Sphere, I'm kind of like... It's alright. It wouldn't be until like Mini and Superstars that we got more unique special stages again. Alright. Okie dokie. There we go. Let's pick that random... whatever that was. Alright, cool. I think. Look that sucker to death. Come on now. Look that sucker to death. Look that sucker to death. Come on now. Look that sucker to death. This is my favorite boss theme in the entirety of the series, too. I just love... That sample of Xavier music is what really does it for me. Like... It introduced me to a really interesting song, which is very much a product of its time, but I don't know. Work That Sucker to Death is like... I think the advanced games... Yeah, the advanced games have unique special stages too. I think I only played like Advance 2. It was kind of basic. It's just like you're on a field collecting rings. Make sure Zero from Adventure doesn't get you. And there we are. We are at Total Tempest, which is basically Labyrinth Zone, but not bad. Like this is straight up, like I wouldn't say Total Tempest is my favorite level from CD, but I will. This is definitely better than Labyrinth Zone. Like I actually don't mind exploring this level. Because when you think about it, like, Lost Galaxy is basically like a remixed version of Sonic 1 in this sense. Not one for one, there's clearly some differences, a lot of differences here and there, but it's like, you can clearly tell that this, like, Pumpkin Panic was basically Green Hill Zone, and this is basically Labyrinth Zone, but again, in my opinion, this is the better Labyrinth Zone. Look, you can just stay up and stay dry and not worry about anything, and I am kind of worrying about the past, like the pass sign, and potentially missing that. Okay, there it is. Now I need to figure out where I can get some traction and hopefully find the little thing. Okay. Let's just get some oxygen. Come on. Yeah, I need some now. Okay, there we go. Think the... Is it? Am I thinking about the... There it is. Yeah, okay, so we know where... Oh! That's convenient. I can just go over here and, Okay, that was mean. Okay, let's just do this. Bounce back and forth. Go back in time. Bash the machine, and then go for the goal. Ah! It did again! Hey there, Banjo! And thanks for the follow! That said though, that's not the game we're playing right now. We're not doing Sonic R. When I go back... I can't do it, like, I need to actually... I don't remember the song that well, and... Whoops, I guess I'm not getting the time stone here, but I'm not too worried about it. Teleportation, yeah. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Banjo. I really appreciate it. But yeah, no. No, again, very much appreciated. Alright. 3 years later to the Banjo-Kazooie stream. What? No, I started with Banjo-Tooie. I haven't actually played for the entirety of Kazooie. I did do like a Christmas stream with FreeZZ Peak, but I haven't actually done like the original Banjo-Kazooie yet. I could still do that at some point. Maybe after Monkey Island's done, but... And yeah, there's gonna be plenty of Sonic though. I'm gonna be doing, like, I'm on game number 2 of 20, so... Still, check back every set if you want to see like a new Sonic game. Alright, I need to get some oxygen. Get some bubbles. Okay, can I have some? There we go. For a second I thought I was gonna drown. No, play the best Banjo game, nuts and bolts. Well, I don't see why I can't. It's like... I mean, I have it. I could play it. It's just that, again, it's gotta be a while, and it's like, I gotta get through Monkey Island and Sonic first before I contemplate, like, going back to games like that. Which, again, it shouldn't take me too long, especially, like, I think I can pretty much do most of the Monkey Island games in one go. Okay, I noticed something, like, I think... Okay. Alright, I need a pass sign, but I think if I can get back up here, I can probably do that. I can probably... Whoops. No. Oh, come on. Never mind. Build up scene structures and conquer enemies as drive around in a fancy car. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Like, that is like the ultimate, Yeah. Yeah, I think now that I think about it, I think there's some really neat ideas for designs I could probably vehicles I could make in that game if I really wanted to put my mind to it. Okay, enough. Okay, I keep getting pass signs, but I need to go find some place to bounce around and get traction. Cause I really need that if I want to get anywhere. Okay. Okay, I keep getting past signs. I want to go back to the past now. Can I go back to the past? I want to go back. Okay, I found where the machine is, but I need to go back to the past if I want to get to it. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have... Let's see if I can do this. Okay, stop spewing. Oh, shoot! Shoot. Let me guess, I'm super close to the exit, too. Yep. I think I am. I will not stand for this. I want to go back to the past. Gotta get back to the past in my deck, and I am gonna restart the level. No harm in that, I suppose. I mean, I could technically do that in the original game, too. I won't redo the bonus stages, but I will redo the stage itself if I can't achieve what I want to. Okay. I mean, I can always go for the time stones, but I just want to go for that extra bit of certainty there. Okay. This is where I got... Okay, is that a pass sign? There's something over here. It's more rings, which that's not bad, but I want a pass sign. I want to go back to the past. I want to go and stop a coup. Come on. Let's see. Is there one down here? Is there a pass sign down here, just... Okay. Eigaku is real. Imagine that, how would that look like, actually? A fusion of Eggman and Aku. Probably be the most wonderful thing to ever exist. I keep getting future signs, but I want my past signs. Come on. Again, I don't feel worried about the time stones, but I am worried about, just getting a general good future. Okay. That's a lovely little visual, a really lovely visual. Okay. Alright. Got a past sign. Now, give me a good place to actually just get my jaws out and go... Okay. Maybe I can do it if I just go down here? Probably not. Oh, we're back here again. Lovely. Okay. I wonder. Okay. There's probably a way I can do this without, mucking things up too bad. I just gotta be... I think I was doing well, I just shouldn't have bumped into the ceiling earlier. Okay. Let me kill this thing before I try this again. And the water messed me up. Okay, that really got me. It's oh, if I had something going then, and whoop, water just... A little tiny dip, and then bam. Nope. I can't help getting my jaws similar phrasing about thinking about like, yeah, it was like that was the one thing all the enemies in that game said for some reason. It's like, getting your jollies, chicken shit. Like they would just not say that. They would just say that over and over again. It was absurd. Makes me long for like the guys that in the first game that like went, ah, my spleen every time you like bisected them. Okay. I am getting nowhere. I was like, I was doing fairly good, and then Tile Tempest just decided, and I died. Oh man, I'm just having the list wreck right now, aren't I? Can't find a pass sign for the life of me, and then I just keep getting sent. Okay. Like, that does not help. I want to go up above. Maybe there's a pass sign up above. And that water strider is getting to me. Like, it's not that, it's the... Yeah, he's got... Okay. I am losing it. Selected by a tiny Timewarp bug. The deadliest badnik. Yeah! Well, I got the pass sign now. At least I know what to do now when the time comes. And let's get rid of this little bugger before he causes more issues. Okay. I have the pass sign. I just gotta go find that one spot and just bump on my way to the past. That goes right here. Alright, get that. Okay, there we go. Now just do this over and over again, and then we're good. We're golden. There we go. I don't recall having this much issue before, but today is just not my day with Tile Tempest. Okay. Random empty spot. Maybe there's something then in one of the other timelines. Do not want to go to the future. I'm gonna go stay here. I worked too hard to lose all that. Okay. Okay, let's get up. There we go. Leave it the wall levels to be the most painful in Sonic. And again, I was just saying earlier that this was like relatively tame compared to Labyrinth Zone. It still is, but it's like... Oh well, we got a few more games to go through with the water levels. Like, I don't remember, like, Aquatic Ruin or Hydro City being all that tough. Alright, there we go. Teleportation, yeah. Zap it up. And here we go. We're at special stage number 5, I believe. Nice, city, like, nice nighttime city aesthetic. Let's see if I can get... Okay. Let's see if I can at least get one of these UFOs, like... There we go. One down. That's 2. Can we make it 3? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, got that one. Got half of them. Missed that one. Ah, they kind of zigzag now. And I just keep getting a dip in the water. There we go. The bonus UFO showed up. I probably might want to get one of them before I get kicked out. Okay, got one. Come on. Sit still. Be good, weird. Okay, that's one. Oh no. No. Oh no. Well, I was in 3DS Westworld were kind of good though too. Never played it, so I wouldn't know. And I'm gonna stick to my rule from before. I'm not gonna redo the special zones. Still have plenty of chances to do it though. I only have like 2 left. I'm not too worried about this. Like I'll be good. I'll adhere to like not having to redo the coins. I'm not too worried about this compared to like Sonic 1 stages, so alright. And unlike 11th Zone, there's an actual boss fight with Eggman in this one. This is the first part, which you just randomly chase him, kind of like 11th Zone. Okay, why'd I fall through? Come on. There we go. That was weird. If I could get another pot shot on him. Alright. Don't need that, let's just get going. Alright, let's work that sucker to death again. Come on now, work that sucker to death. I like Westworld on 3DS. There are flaws, but then Stranger Good looks putting out like 5 games a year for a bit. Again, I've heard mixed things about Lost World 3DS, like the latest stages in the Dragon, or something along the lines of that. Again, I wouldn't know. I never played 3DS Lost World, so come on now, work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on now, work that sucker to death. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's break this thing and... Yep! We at least made a good feature in Zone 3, despite missing chances to get some time stones, but... Still, pretty good. I feel better about this compared to how I was doing with Sonic 1. I don't know, you're just gonna drink more than Constitution. That's fair. But, looking at the time, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do Quad Squadron Act 1 within, 2 minutes, so... Probably gonna start calling it... Yeah, I'm gonna probably call it quits here, like for now. Until next week, at least as far as Sonic CD goes, but yep. This is new. This is my very rudimentary end-of-stream video. With the little copter puppet waving goodbye. Which was made for something else, which hasn't been publicly put up yet, but yeah. That's gonna be it for the night, and again, thank you all for coming. I really, seeing all those kind of... Yeah, I don't think it's that too shabby. I think you have improved from what you've shown me before, Sprite, but no, I really enjoy the copter puppet. And again, I'm hoping I'll get more use out of it with my later projects going forward. But, yeah, I am kind of, like, thank you guys for coming and checking this stream out. Thank you for seeing, like, my big return stream with, again, I beat Sonic 1. I'm in the middle of Sonic CD 19 games ago. And, well, I won't be touching Sonic again until next week. Monday, I'll be doing the... Monday, I'll be starting the Monkey Island series with the first entry of that, the Secret Monkey Island. The special Talkie edition, where I'm playing the original version of the game, but it's going to have the voice acting from the special edition. I'm not playing the special edition because I don't like the art style they used for that. I like the original art style, but I also like the voice actors who've been consistent throughout all the entries of that game. But, no, I do appreciate you guys coming back for this, or joining for the first time even. And I hope you guys get a blast out of like my streaming antics. But alright, all I can say is that like be kind to one another, treat both yourself and others with respect, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be heading off now, and until next time, gotta speed, kid.